grab for themselves, and there's a lot of lanes that you can now play around here as Kanavi. You don't have to worry too much about Cream on the Victor. You do have to worry a little bit about Monkey ganking him. You're absolutely right on that one, but otherwise, Kanavi, he can go gank topside if you. That has been incredibly hard to come back from.
Well, here, look at this. Classic WE, Monkey and Vampire looking to get aggressive. Monkey wants revenge onto Kanavi. Does a good job blocking a lot of the initial damage out of Monkey, but it's a Skarner and a Karma. Do they have enough to kill off this Pantheon? Oh my gosh, it's just enough with the red buff burn. Kanavi dying with flash up. That's just disrespectful from the Split 2 MVP.
Else was kind of holding this guy down. Free Monkey was something I heard quite a lot in Split 2. But hey, if it is going to be a return back to that, getting him an early kill on a signature Skarner pick is huge.
A lot of just disrespect coming out from TES early in game here. We talked about Kanavi. Hong took a really bad trade into the Karma Ezreal. 369 1v2. Trying to trade between an Ezreal Karma. It's just got to pump the brakes here a bit if you're TES, especially swapping into this weak side. But WE feel aggressive enough to try and go for this dive. 369 is going to flash right on top of Vampire's head, but a great flash over the sweet spot, and one more auto will get it done. No jungler needed. A 2-0 kill start for Team WE. And a lot of it being on Monkey's hands, who is immediately calling for another gank setup. 369 is going to walk into a river that is not safe for him to occupy and gets slammed into the wall there by Monkey. Vampire with the heal speed up forces the world ender out of 369, but the root is going to end up coming across here. Taeyu needs to get close enough to push out enough damage to find this kill, and he'll do just that with an empowered Mystic shot.
For the back of a lot of aggression out of Monkey, and Vampire playing well. Well, got a couple of those key ingredients going at the moment. And as much as we were a little bit critical of how much Kairos was losing health, getting
up, crashes a couple plates in, gets the minion wave up as well, and now they're trying to transition that into a grub take. They get one, but Monkey, of course, is everywhere, has the Impale available, and he's trying to serve up Kanavi like a plate of hot fries for Taeyoon. Second grub does get picked up, but Kanavi's gonna have to pay with his life as Taeyoon picks up his second kill, and now JackeyLove's under threat. Good Featherstorm on top of the Shockwave, though. We'll make sure that JackeyLove slips out without having to burn any key summoners. Pantheon into this Aatrox earlier on does mean he's gonna have to sacrifice some chickens, but that's honestly a small price to play because he's already taken a couple of camps over Kanavi by this point.
Yeah, he's put himself in a very good spot right here.
JackeyLove,
heavy trading,
hang on. Amount of damage, but so does Taeyoon. The charm is not going to land. Hong thought he had it. He had to go back for it. They have the Grand Starfall come across. Kanavi cleanses the stun, but Taeyoon still gets hit by the feather pullback. JackeyLove trades his life to get shut down Taeyoon. Flash out from Hong to get away from the Impale. The jungle supports of both squads will walk away, seeing their marksman fall.
Teleport. That's why he's trying to run away right now. He wants to go and get involved.
Does not want to get knocked up. Could almost just flank down himself by this point. He's walked about halfway the amount of distance the teleport would cover. The problem is he will pull Cube with him. Kanavi, though, taking a reset. He does have Grand Starfall, so he can rejoin, and I think this is a good back because he needs that Sundered Sky to be competitive. But Monkey and WE know that the recall comes across, so they try and burn through this dragon. And TES are just a little bit too late. Kanavi a little too greedy on that reset.
This puts you in a much better position than 2-0, but it still is a team fight you're most likely to lose.
JackeyLove.
I understand him just heading back. Vampire.
True shot barrage from the Karma root. Featherstorm and Barrier both come out at the same time. Taeyoon, though he has to dart a charm from Hong. Hong comes in to save JackeyLove, who set up his own retcon mission, and Kanavi off to the side knocks down Vampire under the tier 1 turret. TES biding their time, do not care about early game woes. They're pushing down the mid-tier 1 turret.
And just going to snap engage a Monkey. There's not really a lot of wave clear right here. He's going to step up, not sure why. Yeah, has to flash away from that one. This tower is going to get taken down right here as well. That is going to be first break picked up by TES, and I mean, that's really important for them right here because it means they can still compete for those feats of warfare.
Still stealing chickens, but maybe it's TS's time to overstay a little bit as Vampire rushes down with Monkey. The same duo that got WE rolling earlier is going to find themselves another kill as Kanavi will fall, and Karis able to swing in and grab that kill to get the gold on the right opponent. 369 being chased down. He does have flash and a dash available. Vampire, though, still wanting to chase with that mantra Q. Gets the root down. 369 will eat the root. The knockup from the side going to come across. But again, is there enough damage? World Ender heal comes across. Shockwave flashed away from 369. Now he's trying to turn on to Vampire, but the decimating smash sends 369 packing back to the fountain.
Much aggression. They know how to run over their opponents, and they're able to do it in a key spot of the map as well. Can't afford to be stepping this far forwards.
Oh boy. All right, well that's how the replay started off, but this time it's got a bit of a different story as Jackie is far too low to try and set up Hong. Does get a good blade color back, forces the cleanse out of Taeyun. Vampire gets a good speed up just before the Cream teleport comes across.
Karma bullying people out, picking up the kills for his team. Really impressive to see. Reptile gonna go down now into the mid lane.
Trying to trade that mid-tier 1 turret back. Shockwave onto 3 from Kara, sets up the 2-man impale. That was a beauty of a combo coming out from WE. It only finds Kanavi, but gets the mid-tier 1 turret down. It certainly sends TES back to base, hurting.
Kill. You could pick that one up, seal it, and move on with your lives as WE. Beautiful see, Hung.
Bro,
got my flash, bud.
This is not worth a pick ward. He's got nobody near him. Jagulev gets close enough to give him the pullback. He's able to dash back out. That's the power of the Rakan, but here's the power of Orianna. Vampire grabs the kill, but Hong punished way too far up there playing the vision game. On the Dragons, they're a bit too late to try and contest. They're going to force their way back in WE style with the teleport in from Cube. Vampire runs it with Monkey. Just like that, we got a 50-50. The Cube is trying to break wide open with the unstoppable onslaught, and they find the pin, the stun, the snare, all of it onto Cream, but he flashes himself back over the wall, drops the Arcane Storm. The damage dealers aren't close enough to help the front line. WE, they're way too disjointed, and the shockwave from Karis hits absolutely nobody. Another ult comes down, but all this gets the Dragon secured. WE are on Soul Point, and they still seem like they want to scrap. They're still chasing after TES as Monkey uses the Exalted Impact to get through the wall. They're trying to single out one member, and Kanavi's the unfortunate one as he lands the stun, tries to get the E back up. 369 still has that World Ender, not pulling the trigger on this Aatrox, and it's too bad because he's getting poked down. Pebble after pebble flying at his head, and they're starting to turn into boulders as 369 gets chopped down by the True Shot Barrage. Jackie drops the Feather Storm. Feather pullback gets them 1 kill back, but they're way too hurt, scrambling back under their turrets as WE chases with torrential pace. But they won't be able to find those kills. Still a win for WE.
Looking so good here on the Ezreal.
Here we go.
They're going to be able to pick themselves up the Atakan here, surely.
Yeah. They're on a ward, and still TS are too late. It goes down. Grand Starfall immediately interrupted by an Ixtal's Impact. Huge combo from Monkey, but they're going all after Vampire. He'll fall in the Karma, but continue to step back up. Shockwave's going to whisk again from Karis, and you can see Cream on the top side holding both damage dealers at bay. Neither Taeyun or Karis can ever get into this fight, and that means that 369 gets free reign on the pasture with this World Ender.
Body blocking Taeyun and Karis from being able to actually step up and do anything in that game. And that's really important, right? He's now
close enough. Cream, glad you called out. The Roa's done, the Leandri's now. Cream's just going to get more and more damage oriented. Damage has been flying onto the forehead of Kanavi all game long, and once again he's the target. It's the Impale coming down. A whiff shockwave again. Karis has gone 0 for 3 on these shockwaves, but luckily for him and WE, it hasn't cost them too much just yet. Into that in a slower pace, because right now blocks are at 25 minutes. Hextech Soul is up for the grabs for WE, and they are muscling their way into this river, flexing their biceps, daring anyone to come close for these haymakers. Here's the first one, True Shot Barrage. That one comes out early, 369 still decently healthy. Karis needs to be big with these shockwaves. The flank is coming out. They're going all after Karis with the Grand Starfall. Hong's trying to chase him down, but Karis survives. Cube, though, is trapped on the front side of this fight. All the damage is getting poured into him as Kanavi tries to hold the rest of WE at bay. He will die. Cube will not as the tanky Scion survives. Jackie eats a huge chunk from Karis Esper in the Feather Storm defensively. Taeyun over the wall with an Arcane Shift. That might have been a bit too aggressive, but this time the shockwave hits. This time the rest of WE can go behind their mid laner and his clutch ultimate to wipe the floor with top esports. Hello WE, hello Ace, hello Hextech Soul.
Clean ace right there for WE. Cube absorbs so much pressure, so much damage during the early stages of that fight, and it means that TES, they don't have what they need to be able to get onto the key members. Even with Taeyun stepping up over the wall, he's still able to get himself back over, baits a couple too many members in the top esports, and not only are they going to pick themselves up the Hextech Soul, they're going to be able to turn this one into a Baron as well.
What a start to our series. These two teams on the opposite sides of Group Ascend. This is the first versus 8th place matchup. But this game would tell you a whole different tale as the purple banner comes on to 5 members of WE.
He's playing aggressive, but damn does it work for him. He ends up with 8 kills coming out the back of this team fight, and yeah, look at the damage here.
All right, don't know where Cream went as we go back live from picture-in-picture. Nice knock up out of the Feather Storm from Cube. This Grand Starfall, it's not grand at all. It's just a shockwave impale LPL combo. They are doing tricks on it, WE, by this point, and they might just set it up with a Karis pentakill. 369, he's got a lot of healing, but WE, they can gift it to him. And it's Monkey to steal it. It's a win for WE, but with a bit of a bitter taste.
Oh, that's such a sad way to end this one up, but WE, they're not going to care. They're going to be able to pick up the first game victory right here up against TES. This is the bottom of Group Ascend versus the top, but WE, they're going to win this one.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.